already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice of the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. Anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning. But I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. Stop, it's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that a ball.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the city's North Shore, this is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight's main event features two AFC North teams. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Thursday night primetime is underway. Samaje Perine on the return. He's going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy.
Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
17 yards on the play. It's now
Third and short, it's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Burrow on first down. This is a heater going deep. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity, Dad. Well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On second and 10, Burrow again. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Trying to work quickly now.
Gain of 11. And the Bengals first down.
First down, Burrow to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
We're good.
Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Cincinnati.
On first down, here's Burrow. Brought in left side by Jones. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
12 more yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Wide 80.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now shotgun hand up to Brown. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, Piron. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s, and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the story of getting he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that down into success and final time. So that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Rodgers from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
That's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
180. Playing shot.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going deep here for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. After burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. Flush down out to his left. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
4 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fake.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Steelers nothing. And McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set, 1st and 10. And he only manages one couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Play action here with Rodgers. Underneath there to bring it in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Stop made by Derek Carter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. 42-yard.
Now Rodgers. Jump off caught by his back. He works it down to the 37. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. They are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. And they've decided they're going for this on 4th and 1. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here we go.
Burrow now on 1st down. Taken in by Chase, left side. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Burrow picking up the pace.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, get to Brown. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and long, here's Burrow. On the move, headed right. Has it downfield, it's Chase. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That 100-yard mark is as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch.
On one, ready?
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone on 1st. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stop.
3rd down, give to Brown. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Here we go. Stop.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Steelers offense headed out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
2nd and 3 now.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, and give to Gainwell. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That one's going to be brought to an end by Shamar Stewart. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Bengals and Ja'Marr Chase about to take over on offense once again. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Gun. Start.
Burrow from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Wow, wide open here. Complete. He hurdles past him. Free inside the 30. T. Higgins. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. T. Higgins the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than it's designed, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Now the offense and Burrow coming to the line, looking to tack on two more.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
180. Start.
They'll try to run it in. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on two more to their lead.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground. They've run it in for two.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Rodgers to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column. Because as you're seeing today, they totally disrupt the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Steelers set to punt it. Charlie Jones on the Bengals' return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Still has some space up near midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Offense working quickly.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
On first down, here's Burrow. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. And he's got it! That's a layup for a touchdown! The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead.
Steelers, nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The Steelers use their third and final timeout.
First down, Steelers.
To the air on first down. Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. They break the huddle. It's second down now. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Five still to go here. This is second down. Rodgers off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. On 4th down, it's Rodgers. Makes a desperate throw for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Geno Stone picks it up. And the Bengals intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Anderson on to handle the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Austin's there to haul it in. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. We'll cobble together a yard there. Dax Hill up for the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rodgers set to pass. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up on Derek Carter. And the Bengals get the football back on the interception and now have it at the 28.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back and choose. Incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Escapes out to the left. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football. And no success on the fake punch. That's really too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie doesn't...
Let's get to him and take him down. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. And all set now, 1st and 10.
1st down, Steelers.
A give right side to Gainwell. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it. That's not a big completion on the stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Boswell able to knock it through. And here in our third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
On a return, this is Piran. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, I got him, man. I got him. 18. Check out.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offensive line fast.
12 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything. Feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First down now, ball at the 33.
Gun. Cut. Wide 80. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. makes it a 29-point ball game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
319.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
So we've hit the end of this 3rd quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. It'll be the Steelers with possession, but this game pretty one-sided at this point. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, being back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, back sacks, puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points.
On 1, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow on the play action. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Well, great team defense there, no matter where he looked, Brock. There seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. We've set it down from the 37. Rodgers going to throw on first. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
11 on the play. And a Steeler 1st down.
Rodgers to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
319.
Rodgers will look to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
258.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's that's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Lofts it deep right side. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense. To get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
Burrow picking up the pace.
A 7-yard pickup.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
The tackle by Alex Highsmith. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Chase has it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
Bengals 1st down.
Burrow on 1st down. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Working quickly here.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Just keeps connecting to Chase. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
16 more
And
yards.
dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
2nd and goal.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Cut.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Here we go.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals continue piling it on here in the 4th. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
The Bengals will line up for the
Hey, can. Stop.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense headed out. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. That's cut in stride by Freiermuth. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Now here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that means 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
319.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
Here we go. Stop.
Going play action here. Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Hits his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. DJ Turner comes up with it.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one is probably the most costly.
Here we go. 180. Lights up. Stop.
They're going to pass it here. Taken in by Rolfe. Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen will be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for 2.
Here we go.
Bengals will line up for the
180.
two-point conversion.
Stop.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. To the air on first down, Rodgers. This one falls incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll get up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. It isn't building up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Takes it in at the 21. Now Jones, and the football pops free. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget.
Here we go. 180. It's hot. Hot. Hot.
No give. It's Brown headed right. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. Brown gets it again here on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. He'll lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Hot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Hot.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Here we go, here we go.
line.
Hot. 180. It's hot.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Let's get set. Hot.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's trying to go deep again. Yeah, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up third down. All right, one more snap to play here. On third down, here's Burrow. He's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have a defensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown and knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Bengals.